Let me record. I will give access to Viba. Are you there? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Can
Yes,
you
sir.
record from your end also?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Okay, Sunil, I gave access to your record.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm sharing this in YouTube only. But anyway, backup should be there, right? So if something goes wrong with my side, so I'll have some backup with you guys. Okay. So, okay, let it be more interactive session. Okay, today's session. So let me share my screen first. Okay, all of you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So who wants to add here? What is interest you? Can you explain bit about interest you?
Sir, sir, may I explain? Yeah.
Yeah, you can go
Yeah.
ahead. Yeah, no
Yeah.
issues.
Sir, inter-STO is like it is a concept when we are using when we are dealing with two different companies. We are
Mm,
taking all the liabilities from one companies and we are posting that liability to the different company. In that scenario, we are using that concept inter-STO process. Or in this process, we are creating all the accounting documents also.
Okay. So accounting documents you are saying
Yes,
here.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what and all accounting documents will hit here?
Mm,
That's okay. If you are not knowing about it, that's leave. Just no issues. So go
okay,
ahead.
sir.
Go ahead next. Whatever you know, you just share here.
Okay, sir.
What is the prerequisites before creating STO in SAP? What and all things you should prepare?
Okay.
Like roughly, and I'm not talking about any technical part. Roughly, what and all things should be required as a business. You take business, okay? So as you said, two company codes are there. Dealing with two company codes. Other than the company code, what and all things will be there.
SD part
To
should
sales organizations.
sales organization.
Sales organizations will come into picture, okay?
Sales office, sales.
That is completely sales part, okay, fine. What about customer?
Yes.
Customer is there, right?
Yeah, needing
Yes.
to have a
The
customer account.
receiving plant is the customer,
Correct. Receiving plant is the customer.
and the company will be billed. The receiving company will be billed. It will be like sales order only. It will behave like a sales order.
I don't think sales order concept will not come in STO. I'll explain anyway. So this is right. Customer will be receiving plant. Okay. Because example you are talking about two company codes, 1000 and 1100, right? Just I'm taking example of two company codes, standard I'm taking. So example here, this company code are having plants like 1001, 1002 like that. And here I can say 1101, 1102 like that. We'll define majorly the number range or numbers for the company code plant, right? So example, this plant need stock from this plant. 1001 need from 1101. Okay, guys, can you mute yourself? Whoever going to talk, right? So just unmute yourself and you can start adding here. Okay. Okay. 1001 needs some stock from 1101 from this plant. Okay. Intra STO and inter STO, the process is same, only dealing with the different company codes, right? Inter STO. Now imagine this plant is receiving plant, right? The receiving end. So we have to manage customer data here. Who is managing customer data?
Supplying plant.
Okay. Now I'm asking which module? Customer data is handled by whom?
SD.
SD, right? So SD consultant. Okay. So is it right? Supplying plant will create customer master. Others like not Pomona.
Yeah.
Right. Supplying plant will be considering. They will treat 1001 as a customer for this plant, right? So here we will create a customer master by mentioning the plant as 1001, right? It's just plant specific. We are not selling outside of our company. This business dealing within the company code, different company codes, but within the organization. So it is not going out of the system, right? The customer is not third party. Customer is like within the organization. Maybe two company codes are there. Okay, maybe these company codes are dealing with different business process. Okay, but few similar materials are available in both the company codes with different plants. Okay, just you can take example of any material. Why we are maintaining both plant material, then it depends on the business process. Maybe the warehouse which they are not able to manage in that particular company code plant is very small. 1001 is like 1001 is very small, and this is a bigger warehouse they have maintained. And even the stock keeping the cost is very less in this company code and plant. So whenever you want some stock to be procured, so instead of placing a PO with a third party vendor or outsider, you are just calling or just creating a STO to get the material from this plant. That is a simple process, right? Okay, anything you anyone I want to add here other than this? Customer is done. Prerequisites, we have got some few things. Other than that, what and all things you should know in config part. So business part, okay, fine. So what about config part? And also how you are creating a supplying plant as a vendor? Anyone can add here? So vendor is replaced by supplying plant, right?
So in the receiving plant, you need to create vendor.
Okay. The same plant, you have to create a vendor. Correct. This is right.
The assign in the purchasing data.
Correct. In the purchasing data, there is an option extras that you are managing to add the plant number, right? Which plant number we are adding here?
Supplying plant.
Supplying plant, correct. Supplying plant, we are adding in the vendor master. Then it will be considered as a plant vendor, right? So it is a plant specific. It's not a third party vendor. Okay. So what about configuration? What and all configuration we do for interest you? How we handle shipping part, shipping determination, how it works?
Document type ENB, sir.
Okay. Shipping determination, I want to talk now. Okay, document type is NB, right? Why we are not using UB?
Delivery.
Sandeep, why we are not using UB?
Sir, we transfer the stock between two different company codes.
Okay, so that is the configuration available in SAP standard as NB for the intra-STO, right?
Yes.
For intra, we use UB. What about item category?
Uh, Item category is, sir, blank.
Okay, blank. Blank is for inter,
Interest.
and U right? U is for intra.
Intra.
Yes.
So this is a major question asked in the intra, right? Basic. Okay. So initially we discussed about the business process. Then we discussed about a few transaction wise or master data. And I think it's all clear majorly we have discussed. But few are like struggling to answer config details. Okay. Who else can explain regarding config here? I want more about config. What and all we will do config from SAP side. Don't bother about SD. SAP SD people will taken care of all the configuration. I want to know how, as a SAP consultant, what and all prerequisites we manage in SAP. Anyone can explain here?
Delivery type and checking rule.
Okay, delivery type. Okay, delivery type, checking rule.
Then document type and one-step procedure or
Okay,
two-step.
document type, one-step procedure or two-step.
Two-step procedure.
Just a minute. Jeevan is calling. Hold on. Okay, sorry. So document type, one step, two step. Okay, other than this,
You will define shipping data
Yes,
for
sir.
clients.
okay, shipping data.
Like in a receiving plant, you will assign customer number.
Mm-hmm. So receiving plant will assign customer master. Okay. So which transaction you use for that assignment? Is it SPRO or is it a master data?
In SPR only. Under setup stock transport order, you have
Correct. Correct.
different shipping data for plants.
Correct. STO setup is there for the uh, respective uh, intra or intra-STO. We will define in the shipping. Okay. Let's move into SAP screen directly. I got few inputs from you, right? So let me log in.
Loading points will also be there. No?
Yes, yes, loading point, loading group. What is the use of loading point and transportation group and loading point? So can anyone explain? So there are two things are there, right? One is loading group. I think another
For
is
example, how do you load the material? Whether it is a manual or crane
correct, correct,
or forklift.
correct. That loading the material how we are loading into the truck, right? How we are loading. Transporting means which route, whether through a truck or maybe through a train, through flight or through ship, right? There are two things are there. One is loading and another is transport. Okay, anyway, let me log into SAP screen.
Sir, sorry to interrupt you.
Okay, yeah,
Hello.
Vibha.
Sir, for this loading group and all, I am not able to understand. These we are doing changes in our settings like configuration. Like,
You can create a new set of data also if required. Example, I'll show you.
okay.
If I go to MM01, I create any data, right? So I'll go with mechanical engineering. I think people, okay, anyway, have changed many things. ROH. Example, now we are talking about raw material. Okay, we are requesting for a raw material from one plant to another plant with different company codes, right? So you have to work on these three views, and also basic data 1 and 2, purchasing and accounting, There's accounting here. Okay. Then general data 1 and 2, where you're exactly storing the material, right? So just I'm creating some dummy data, okay, here to show 1000 0001 sales of 1000 distribution. I'll select from here only. Okay, for 1000 I'll take 01. You see here, just I'm creating a material like rubber ring, some just dummy material I'm going to create. So here you should mention the details, right? What all things to be entered. Okay. So next, once you get into a sales view, here everything it is taken care by sales SD side only. They should know what and all details to be added in this view. Okay, tax and all we'll ignore here. Okay, so once you get into this sales org 2, right? I think general plant. Okay, here it is asking for required entry. I'm going with the category. This is make to stock or make to order. Okay, see able to see here shipping data, Vibha.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I
Okay,
can see.
yeah, transportation group and loading group, two fields are there. Okay, here you have many options, right? On pallets, container, train, truck, transporter, dangerous goods, like that. Many someone configured here. This is all configured one. Okay, you can configure through backend also. Whatever you see here, it's a standard majorly. First to 5 to 6 entries. If you look at the standard SAP, right, there will be standard transportation group will be there. In case the customer or client look for different transportation group, right, then you have to add through a customization through SPRO.
Okay, sir.
Normally you can create here by pressing F1 in a real development system, right? You have option to go from here
Hmm.
customizing, but here it is disabled. So it is not possible to go through this customizing option. After clicking on this, you'll get project and all. Just go ahead with that, and it will take you to the SPRO screen in the backend. But in
Okay.
IDAS, they have disabled. So you have to go to SPR only, and there you have to search this transportation group and loading group to configure if required. See here, loading group, you can say crane, forklift, manual, as explained by Pavamana, right?
Hmm.
So this is a way you can select which group is required for this particular material.
Okay.
Okay, now the question is like how it is useful. So how we are linking these things in the SPR screen. Okay, let me show you what all the configurations are there in the backend. Metal management, purchasing. So purchase order. Okay, see here you can see setup stock transfer order STO. Right. Under this you can maintain shipping data for plants. Example, you just take 1000 is your plant. Okay, so for this 1000 plant, you can see who is like what customer number is there. 1000. This is the customer master, right? So whenever you are creating a STO process, STO PO, then this plant customer number will come into picture. Let me show in SAP in the PO only. See here, this is the one example PO I'm just opening here. Okay, in shipping tab, see you can see customer number here. CU 1000 plan. See 1000 is our receiving plant where we have raised a STO. It's a demanding. We are demanding that this material is required 30 each from this vendor. This vendor is like 2000. 2000 is a plant number. If you open this, okay, if you go to extras, not here. If I go to purchasing data in this screen, see purchasing data. If I go to extras, add purchasing data, here I can see 2010 is the plant. 2010 is a plant. We have created a plant vendor V2000. Okay, the difference between normal vendor and plant vendor, there is a difference. If you see any other normal vendor, there you don't see any plant number. But in this case, you have maintained 2010 is a plant, so it will be treated as a supplying plant. See here, so it is showing as a vendor only now, but in intra STO you can see that as a supplying plant. But now you are handling with the different company code, right? So it is displaying as a vendor only. Okay, and major thing is, see how to get this shipping tab in inter STO or intra STO, whatever you're handling process, right? So you should know how to get this tab majorly. Okay, here you can see delivery type is NLCC. If it is a cross company, right, then NLCC will be the delivery type. If it is the intra STO within company code, then NL will be the delivery type. And the major part is a shipping point. Why you have maintained as a 2000 shipping point? See, material is shipping from this particular plant, right, vendor. Once you raise your order PO, then who is creating delivery number? I'm asking you guys, like, who is creating delivery number?
Supplying plant.
Correct. Supplying plant is going to generate a delivery number. What is the transaction used to create a delivery?
VL10D.
Yeah, 10D in case of sales or maybe item level, but you should use VL10B, B for ball. Okay, VL10B is a transaction to generate delivery number. As you said, delivery is created on the supplying plant. Why we need a delivery number? Why in the business, why we have to, the supplying plant should create a delivery? Directly they can supply the goods to receiving plant, right?
Sir, if we
For
want to,
auditing purpose.
yes, sir, if we want to track in the future, like what we have done, so that will be little bit easy if we have delivery number.
Correct. Supplying plant will have it, and major the benefit also, the receiving plant will can track whether they have issued the goods or not from the supplying plant. Right. What is the transaction to track that stock in transit? Example, this supplying plant issued the good, PJ is done. Okay, post goods issue is done from supplying plant. What is the transaction used to track for this receiving plant? MB5T. Okay, through this transaction, the person who, the storekeeper or maybe the buyer who raised this STO, right, can track whether any delivery is generated or not, or whether any PJ is done or not, can be tracked. I think MB5T is only for after PJ. Once PJ is done, then only you can see the details through MB5T. Okay, so after receiving the goods in receiving plant, then that will be disappeared. Okay, and few questions I want to ask here. So how this picking is done? So here you can see 30 number is picked, right? Delivery is 30, 30 is here. How it is picked? Simple question. How it is picked? Sunil,
Yes.
how it is picked here? In PJ, before PJ, how you are picking the quantity? Is it automatically to happen or manually you are entering the picking quantity?
Manually, you have to enter the quantity.
Okay, in which case automatically it will pick?
Batch management, if it's allocated batch or something.
No, batch is completely differentiate whether it is belong to which batch. If you have a multiple batch in your storage location, so the particular batch you have to remove from the storage location, then you enter the batch number. And again, you have to add the quantity here, right?
It's LT03, no? The warehouse, if it is a warehouse stock or something.
Exactly. So why LT03 is used? In which scenario?
Remove it from warehouse stock, I think.
Exactly. When system or storage location is warehouse managed. See here you can see this is not warehouse managed. Right. Overall WM status is blank, not relevant. If it is warehouse managed material, you are managing the material through warehouse. WM is that a picking should be done automatically. System will not allow you to enter the quantity here. It should be grayed out. It will be grayed out. Okay, this is a major question asked in the interview. If it is WM managed, then there is an option to create here transfer order. Then picking will happen once you confirm the TO. Okay, now this material is not warehouse managed, so it's blank. When you have all the configurations, storage bin, everything you maintained for that material, then it's WM managed. Then many company will look for who have experience of WM with MM experience. MM with WM. Yeah, I have seen Cape Gemini majorly they will expect the person who have experience in MM with WM, because the client which they are dealing with majorly they have warehouse managed client. Okay, they don't want separate WM consultant, but with the basic knowledge they can handle WM stuffs. Okay, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, how to see the status of the PGI is done or not? How to check here in this screen? How you can check whether PGI is done, a print output is created, generated or not? So where to check the document flow in the screen? Which icon I can go and see it? Pratik is there? Pratik Kulkarni?
Yeah, Prashant, I'm here.
Okay, how we can check the process flow, whether PGI is done or not?
I can go to goods movement data.
Okay,
And
there you can see the only movement, right? 643 is done. I'm asking complete flow.
Status overview.
Okay, status overview will give you the complete overview of the picking status. Confirmation is done, movement data, and total status will be in the screen, right? So if anyone asks like how you are managing, how you are going to check the status thing, then you should explain like in the status overview, you can see all the complete overall status of the delivery. Okay. Also you can see here document flow. Here you can see what all the documents got processed, being processed. Okay. How to check the delivery? You can check this. See here, document number generated and how many quantities got issued. Then picking request. See here. So even you should know how this configuration done in the backend, picking request, how this number range are maintained in the backend, right? Two series is picked up automatically. We are not doing any manual entry, right? When you're picking the quantity, right? Then finally, once PJ is done, accounting document will hit here, right? If I open this display document, I'm able to see the document which created in the backend once PJ is done. 643 is the moment where you're removing the stock from the supplying plant. So it's minus. See, issue is done. Plus is received. Okay. So how to check the accounting document? Just click on this and see the accounting documents. I asked Vibha this question only I asked. What and all document will hit when you receive the remove the stock from supplying plant? So next question is for Pratik. What would be the document account entry when you receive the stock in receiving plant? For anyone, not Pratik, anyone can answer for this question.
So BSS and WRX.
Inventory account will be debited.
Correct. Like this, you should explain. Inventory account should be debited. See, here it is credited, right? 200 is credited from the supplying plant. Now, when you receive the goods, I'll show that also. Here, I'm just opening PO history. Okay, GI is done. Then here, I'm receiving the stock. Okay, here if I go to accounting documents, see here BSX plus. There I can see 200, but here it's 200.10. So each company code will have like the material which we are maintaining for that particular plant. We are maintaining the price, right? The cost of the material. So it may differ. And WRX is the GRIR clearance. Yeah. And I can see there is a PRD account. Why PRD will come into picture? Anyone can explain?
Standard material.
Yes, not standard material, standard price. Yeah, standard price is maintained. But why it is showing as 99.90 is difference? Yes, Pavamana.
Inventory account.
Voice is breaking, Sunil.
The inventory account will remain same. The difference of the standard price, whatever is transferred extra, the
Mhm.
cost will be shown as a PRD.
Why this 300 is showing here? Where it is maintained this 300?
I think 300 is the value of the material which is transferred, but
Okay,
200 I think we have maintained as a standard price. So the balance will be shown as PRD.
exactly. So like this, you should explain. If anyone asks about the difference, you should explain a business perspective, not like a technical uh, perspective, like a technical way. Okay,
Yeah,
so you should tell.
Prashant.
Yes, Pratik.
That means 99.90 rupees we have to pay extra for that material.
No, not like that. See, whenever you receive a goods in your plant, if you are maintaining the price as a standard price, the value is going to differ sometime, right? The supplying plant or maybe vendor is supplying the goods with more price, but you maintain the price as a standard price. If that vary with the value is going to vary, right? Then system should understand where it should get hit. Then it is PRD
Okay,
account will
okay.
hit price difference. So in the yearly, if you audit right on the accounting side, FI side, so they can see the difference of how much difference which we have maintained in the plant level price and how the supplier is supplying the goods with which price, right? Example, I'll show you the PO details, so you'll understand more about the transaction. See here, the price 10 is net price. Okay, we are ordering 30 number of goods. How much it is? 300 INR. You getting my point?
Yeah.
30 quantity, 10 INR, total 300 is the total cost of the goods which you are going to procure from this supplying plant. But if you may see this metal master for the org level 1000, right? If you go to accounting view, the price which standard price is showing here how much? 10. Okay,
Okay.
and here you can see, wait just a moment, which is our plant. 1000 is our plant, and what is our 2010? I think let me check 2010 plant also. 2010 accounting. Okay, so here also you can see moving price. Here you can see moving price is there. In 1000 I need to check. I don't know whether there it is changed later or not. Okay, here it is standard price. See, supplying plant we have a moving price, but in receiving plant it is maintained as a price control as a standard. Yes. Okay,
Yes, Prashant.
so some difference is there. Because of that difference only, that PRD will come into picture. Okay,
Okay,
let me
okay.
check here display changes. user 74. Some changes are done. Let me check once. Price today only I have done this. Sales data. Okay, so there is no issue with the existing master data. Everything is good. Okay, that is the difference we can see. And the history also you can see how much price we ordered and what is the final, see here, amount. The delivery time you will not see any amount, right? So 00. And here you can see local currencies and the currency which we are maintaining the our plant. You have to see that also. INR is in receiving plant, but it is in different currency in the supplying plant. Let me show you the currency. It is INR showing here. Okay, but if you see here in the header, where is that? Okay, so exchange rate is there. If you are converting company code, you have to see. First thing is that company code level, how you are maintaining the data. See, 1000 is a company code. If I go to SPRO, how to check the currency in the company code level?
Use 01.
So I'm going to check 1000 company code. What is the currency maintained? See, euro. Can you see here? Euro. Then let me check what is the company code belong to supplying plant is 2000. I think it's 2000 only. Let me check 2000 company code. See here. The supplying company code is GBP and receiving company code is it's a euro. See here. So that's the reason in the history you can see the currency conversion. The local currency, see here, GBP from the supplying plant. The goods issue is done here, right? And euro also you can see here, GBP from the I think 300 from the receiving plant, right? Wait, 1000 is like receiving company code 1000, so it is euro. Okay, but if it is look into a supplying company code, that is GBP. See here, 2000. Okay, and for next it is GBP. Okay, when you have that kind of scenario, right, you should know how this local currency will convert from INR to other currency. So the thing is that whenever you are creating this data, right, so here not you should not create with INR. You should maintain currency as supplying plant is GBP, right? So that you should maintain the GBP currency only, order currency. Okay, but here someone like maybe data, when creating data, right, you be sure about the currency conversion or else the value will get mismatch. Okay, and another part I want to show you regarding SPRO setting. Purchasing, okay, 1 second. Okay, logistics execution. Here you can see shipping, right? So shipping, you can see picking. Okay, so here you can maintain number ranges for pick order and define confirmation requirement. Here you can do all that setting. Okay, and under basic functions, you can see routes. If you want to know about route determination, you should work on this one, this option. See, define transportation zone, define transportation groups. See here, Viva asked, right, how to handle transportation group in the backend. So this is the option we can define. Whatever you define here, it will be shown in the front end. Okay, so the route also, here you can see shipping types. You can see different types of shipping types you can configure here. See here, truck, then mode of transport, and this is a procedure. So which how to determine the shipping transportation, right? Shipping types and all. You are going to how exactly you are managing pricing procedure, right? The same way you can manage this procedure. Road, train, sea, plane, like that you can manage the shipping procedure. Then it will automatically it will fetch. So tell me how this system will understand shipping point should be 2000. Anyone can add here? Example here, you can see 2000 is a shipping point. How system will understand 2000 should be picked here? Which configuration we have to check? And also there's a loading group, transportation group, shipping conditions. Shipping condition will come from customer master. Just you ignore this one. So can anyone tell me these three things?
Prashant, in deliveries you have option where you maintain
Okay, let me go through which path you're talking about.
shipping only.
Logistic execution, shipping, deliveries. Okay, which option we have to check here? Sunil.
We define delivery types.
Okay, that is a basic one. I'm talking about how 2000 will be picked up.
In basic shipping functions, Prashant.
Okay, delivery type is clear. Here you can define. Okay, basic functions.
Shipping point and goods receiving point determination. That is
Correct. Okay, here which option we have to configure?
here define shipping conditions. Assign
Mhm.
shipping points. Sorry. Uh, so once you define and then after that you will assign shipping points.
Correct. Assign shipping points. So in this option, how which will be the shipping point here? 2000, right? So here you should find out shipping condition is 02 and loading group is like what is the loading group we are managing here as a 0003. Then plant is 2010. 2010 is the supplying plant. You see here. So this is a shipping point determination. This is a major question asked in the interview. How exactly shipping point determination is handled? What and all things to be configured? Shipping condition is must. Then you should know the loading group. Then what is the supplying plant? That for these three combination you can manage which is the shipping data point. So based on this 2000 shipping point, you can see here 2000 is picked up. Okay. Each and everything you should know in this part, like delivery type, how to create shipping conditions, and loading group, transportation group. So okay, how this transportation group 0001 is picked up? This is clear. Okay, from this is the combination it is coming. How about transportation group? Anyone can add here? Is it because of the metal master it is picking up, or maybe some other combination? Pamana, Biba,
Yes,
Jivan,
sir, in the metal master only.
Jivan.
Yes, sir, metal master.
Okay, good. So this is about you should know how to handle STO process. Okay,